No.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
So, who would like to give a recap of last session?
My car broke down.
that is accurate.
Did you ever get it fixed? Do you have a car now?
Nope.
How are you getting to work?
Rental car.
Oh, yikes. That's an uh-oh stinky.
So this session on the gang goes to the DMV.
Hey, wrong campaign. I already did that one.
Man, what's the DMV gonna do for you for when your car breaks down?
You know what? Fuck off. So who would like to give a recap of last session, the things that happened in-game?
Brian, you can do anything.
I mean, I guess considering I just watched it, except for the last half hour, I can do, like, 3/4 of it, and then somebody can fill in with the stuff that I missed.
Yeah, honestly, you probably have the freshest recollection because of that.
Yeah, so we were back on with Mr. Taz, and we after the plague, and we were trying to figure out what to do next. We sent some messages to the Boros, trying to get them to hold off on their invasion. We exchanged some things with Mr. Taz in order to get him to send us to this the Crypt of the Keys. And we started going through the trials in order to get all of the keys. So we used keys on the first room, and then in the second room, we went through that whole thing with the wheel and determining the order, and then made it to the third room, which it looks like we're still in with the sarcophagi. And we defeated one of those, I think it was an Azorius beast thing.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I remember.
The only thing you missed is, in the last half hour, they successfully figured out the rest of them without triggering any other fights.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you all got some keys along the way.
Hold on.
These were the friends we made.
My audio's all fucked up. I'll be back in a sec.
Tavro, to be clear, the keys are the keys you got. Friendship is not a key.
What?
Friendship does not get us through this door.
Why not?
Unless friendship can be classified as a really strong force ramming into the wall.
I mean...
You can
Will
try
that
that,
even
but
work?
honestly, because touching the key to the wall has been teleporting you to the other side, you don't even know if it's actually something you can knock down effectively. You're welcome to try.
I'm gonna go with a no.
Yeah, I was about to say, we haven't tried.
Yeah, you're welcome to try. I'm just letting you know that it may or may not be.
Okay, Kai, go ahead.
Go on, pal.
Use them hands of yours, Kai.
Just fly into it full speed.
Go on, it's just like Harry Potter. If you run into the wall, you'll be at the magic school. Go do it, little buddy.
There it is.
Look, there's poles and everything. You can just run right into
You punch the wall and you like shatter one of your knuckles.
I don't know if I can fix that.
But what if I told you that in my fist when I punched was a key?
You know,
Then
Pat,
it
that was a great
comes
time
into
using that
contact
one.
and you immediately teleport to the other side of the wall.
I do that.
I
Oh,
love using keys.
I used key.
big
yeah.
boy going first. And then I'll use mine.
Alright, I'm just gonna drag everybody in. Everybody take one key off of their sheet.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, there's light in here. This is...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Swirly.
Is. So, as you all lay your keys on the facade of Rakdos, you find yourselves in a much, much larger room of... It's strange. It almost is like a mix of stone and tile on the ground, and throughout the room are 5 obsidian pillars that you see going from the floor to the about 40-foot high ceiling. From each of the 4 pillars in the corners of the room, you can see a swirl of elemental energy coming off of it. From the top left going clockwise, fire, wind, water, and earth. You see one larger pillar in the center, which does not have any like lights coming out of it, but it does have markings in a language that both Escher and Gideon recognize.
That's a damn shame because I don't see no pillar in the middle.
It's right here.
Well, we haven't moved yet.
Also,
But
Earth,
you know where I
Earth
am. I
should be
can't see it.
green.
Oh,
Earth should be green. Just gonna put it out there.
okay, it's more like rock than plant. You're
Oh,
welcome
You see it,
to...
Vinny?
Yes, thank you. I have a question.
Is everything about
Yeah,
to change
go ahead.
when the Fire Nation attacks?
So these big swirling energy thingies, how exactly do we know what they are?
Okay, they're red, white, blue, and brown. I'm giving you a little bit of information as context as you go into the room.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like actual like fire and this area actually had like water or
So it's more of like, and you've seen elementals. It's more of like that of, it seems to be an essence of these energies. It's not actually like the energy manifested. So like there's no puddles of water or like bursts of flame, but you can see like this natural primordial energy coming from each of them. On the large pillar in the center of the room, yes, deal with that, Brian. On the large pillar in the center of the room, you see etchings of various runes. Runes that Escher and Gideon are able to recognize as common mixed with druidic. And I am pulling up exactly what they say, and I'm going to copy it into the chat for you. I assume that you two are going to share these, so I'm just going to put it in public chat.
yeah, I would probably tell them that like the runes in here are written in like Golgari deep speech, because I probably wouldn't learn it as druidic.
Yeah, like Golgari deep speech, Selesnian, like ritualistic magic. Honestly, the Simic use druidic a lot as well.
Oh, do
It's
they?
more of like, yeah, it's the runes that specifically speak to like the natural magics as well as biology.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
That's what I'm flavoring it as in my campaign setting. So
Okay, yeah. I've always flavored my druidic as like I learned it from the Golgari, so
And that's
if
fair.
the Simic know it too, perfect. Then that makes sense why I could speak it too.
yep, and Gideon's recent interest in becoming more in line with that has led to older research forming into greater understanding over the last couple days. So you're able to see across this large pillar, like it is on all sides of it, but I'm not going to make you walk around just to get the chat. You see 10 phrases.
Okay.
And
yeah, I mean, I would totally
as you're
do
reading
this.
them, I need one person to roll a D6. Not
I'll
a
do it.
D5. Those don't exist.
These would be some good band names.
4.
4. Got it.
So
As you
I
are.
would just gonna go one by one and kind of read these different phrases out in this language, and I would tell the rest of the group that, well, as of right now, these appear to be nonsense, but I'm sure, like the rest of this place, there's some kind of meaning to these words. So there are words in here that I'm not familiar with. I think somebody spoke, and I don't know if that was directed at me, because it sounded like Connor spoke from a mile away.
Yeah, he's having some
did.
audio issues. He said such as.
Then I would just point to one of them and say, does anybody know what Roboto means? I believe that's the translation of this word, but I've never heard of such a thing.
I believe there was a group of traveling bards. They called themselves the Stick.
The who?
You know, the... Oh, it might have been plural. I think they just called it Sticks.
Ah.
Damn, Pat, you've been on a
Yes, I
roll
believe
tonight.
that. I
Kinda
believe
you.
that's what they named themselves after.
If only Pat was this good when he was actually playing a bard.
I was gonna say, you got some bard energy tonight.
Yeah, I do
Got
damn
him.
well with my quick as Dion.
Oh, for that one, I gotta crack open a drink. Who cares if it's a Tuesday? And I drank water yesterday. That means I'm good
When
for a
has
little
the
while.
Tuesday ever stopped you? Just putting it out there.
Well, considering how much I drank this weekend, it should have.
She's got a point.
Sorry, Zach, that just required it.
Well,
No, that's fair.
I think there is something worth considering here that I think proves there is a pattern of sorts.
That
I'm
being...
not, well, I'm not entirely certain on the nature of it, but the way these runes actually combine, in at least how I learned it from the Golgari, there's a deeper meaning behind them, and it's the speech that the Golgari use is said to be handed down from the elementals, descended from primordial speech, and as such, you can see that. Regardless, it doesn't matter. But what's important is that these phrases indicate a mixture of elements. Look at this one here, the first one. Snowball's chance in hell. The script that the word snowball is written in indicates water as an element, but hell would indicate fire. We seem to be at the crux of some kind of elemental energy. Perhaps that has something to do with it?
Well, I appreciate the direction you're going in with here, but some of these don't really fit in with an element either. Like, Mr. Roboto, shedded skin, twice stricken. I don't think those fit anywhere.
True, but is it that they don't fit in, or that we haven't figured out how yet? Perhaps some of them are just more obvious than others. I will concede that the elemental scripts within the Golgari language here is a bit vaguer in these instances, but for some of them it's rather clear. I think that might be the route to solving and perhaps exiting this room in an efficient manner. There's some other pillars scattered about. Perhaps investigating one of them might do us well.
Clara feels compelled to the fire and would like to go investigate the fire
All right,
pillar.
don't run all the way in. As
Oh,
you
okay.
first step in to the aura, you feel
Coming back.
an intense, like, singeing on your skin. And you realize that if you spend more than a few seconds in here, it's going to start burning you.
Oh, wonderful.
So you can step
guys,
back out,
that's
or
really hot.
you can step back out, or we can go into initiative order for the sake of seeing how quickly you can move and stuff.
No, Clara is getting PTSD from the singeing and immediately steps back and just says, "Guys, it's really hot over there."
Well, as the resident scientist, I will confirm, yes, fire is often hot.
Are the pillars just pillars, or is there anything you noticed on them?
You can give me a nature or investigation check. Or you can try to justify some other skill if you're looking for something in particular.
Could I do one of those as well? Because I kind of pointed out that I wanted to look at the other.
Anyone who wants to look deeper just needs to let me know what they're trying to figure out with it.
I'm doing the nature check. I want to see kind of if there's, from where we're standing, if I can discern anything about these pillars that would be another clue into what these words mean.
I'm just discerning any other.
Okay, so just because he rolled first, Fox, you are able to see each of the pillars to the sides. It's very small. It could fit in your hand, so it took a minute of seeing, of looking in. But each of the pillars has a small recess with a gem embedded in it of the color that corresponds to the energy coming out of the pillar. Escher, for you are able to see, like, the pillars themselves are made out of obsidian, which you know is a conduit for various types of magic and science. It is usually used as either a container or amplifier material, and you can see vaguely, like, they're veins, and at first it looks like they're just cracks or imperfections in the striation, but you realize that there are veins of mysium running through the pillars. Mysium is a material in Ravnica mostly used by the Izzet to power their inventions, but it's basically like primordial arcane energy put into a stone.
Well, thank you for clarifying. You knew exactly what I was about to ask you. Okay.
There is a gemstone. You wouldn't, perchance, be able to grab it with your magic, grabby, handy thingy.
Wait, I'm sorry. There's a gemstone, or there's.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Each of
He
the
said there's, like,
four
little
outer
pockets.
pillars, once Fox points it out, you're able to see a small gemstone just large enough to, like, fit in the palm of your hand.
There's multiple in each, right? Or is
There's
there only one in each?
one gemstone in each of the pillars, and there are no gemstones in the center pillar.
Are there divots in the center pillar that it looks like they could fit in?
There are. There are four
How many?
divots, one on like each of the cardinal directions for it.
Well, Mr. Fox, you see, my magic hand can only go so far, and it's not enough without me having to go back in the really hot place.
Then why not try one of the other ones?
Yep. Try the water one.
Alrighty.
Perhaps the one related to air may be the safest. After all, air is the one here that is breathable.
Okay. So Clara's gonna, like, get to the edge of the aura and, like, stick her arm in it. What does
And-
she feel?
As you stick your arm in, it feels like it is being buffeted by whipping winds. Not to the point of any sort of danger, but it's strange. As you move your arm in, it almost looks like it... The best way I can describe this is in modern day terms. It looks like your arm and your body are lagging. So your arm starts moving significantly faster than the rest of your body. Like, you flex your arm and, like, your hand will shoot up faster than what you would expect.
Sorry, question. Are all of the words around the pillar, are they in any particular order?
They are, like, they're in a circle around it, so it is in that order, but you could start anywhere on that list depending on what part of the pillar you start in, and as far as you can tell, there is no discerning start point.
Right. Do they line up, though, with the 4 gem slots?
There are 10 of them and 4 gem slots, so not really.
Okay, okay, there's 10. It was
There-
8, I would have
there-
said that was 10.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's something to consider, is that there would be, there's only 8 combinations unless there's like a double up, but we have 10 phrases here.
So I was hoping it would be like, oh, one of them's pure water, so you put the water towards that, and then it's like water and fire is one.
Okay, wait,
And then fire's below that.
Okay, here's what we need to do. What I think it could be, if we take one of these out, like if we take one of the gemstones out, does it turn off the abilities? This might be describing what happens when two of these auras overlap. Because notice how none of them touch each other. They come very close, but they don't overlap. So this might tell us that there's some we want to avoid.
You're right. We need to make wind gold.
Okay, so as they're
Yeah,
talking
Connor
about
just
that,
said-
Clara,
Wait, what did
Clara
Connor just say?
he said we have to make wind gold. I don't know.
No, I think he's right.
I can barely hear him and my volume for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you sit next to you or something?
I'll go in the other room.
Why
Uh,
are you in the rooms to
That
begin with?
wouldn't change how much volume I have.
No, you sound. I can actually hear you now.
It would.
Hello?
Yeah, now we
That
can
sounds
hear you.
better.
What did you change?
I turned the sensitivity down.
Yeah, so if I'm too loud, it's gonna echo.
Yeah, then turn the sensitivity to the point where you get to a happy medium.
It's not that bad right
Yeah,
now.
right now you're not
this
really
is where I
echoing.
was at before.
I don't hear any echo.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine right now.
It's because I wasn't talking. I'm going to the other room.
But you're not
Oh.
echoing right now as you talk.
Because
Yeah,
I am not in the same room as him.
Okay.
Here's the thing: if we can barely hear Connor's mic, there won't be enough of an echo. Because if there is, it'll just get lost to you talking anyway. But I digress.
Clara would like to take a piece, or I assume has some rope in her bag. We're just gonna say she does because D&D.
I don't think you've ever
Um,
used rope, and you would get it as part of your starting equipment, so sure, you can have the rope from, like, whenever you started off.
Wonderful. She's gonna take the rope and tie part of it around her belt loop, and then go and hand the other end of the rope to Escher.
No,
and
no,
just
no,
say,
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
gonna
Say,
walk
don't
right
you
up
have
and
big
grab it
hand?
from Escher.
Mage hand isn't far enough, so Clara's gonna have to step into the aura, but in case she gets pulled in or something weird, then you got her on a rope.
Drag Tavro over. He's holding it.
Alright, yeah, I know he had to step away,
Mage hand
so
is only 30 feet.
I don't think Tavro would complain about holding the rope that Clara hands to him, so he'll do
Okay.
that.
Clara hands him the rope and then steps into the windy aura.
Alright, as you finish stepping completely through, so not just your, like, arm, a few things are noted. One, the winds are whipping like crazy. Two, you are moving faster. While you're in this aura, your movement speed is doubled. Three, the winds are whipping so much, it drowns out all sound. You are effectively under the effects of a silent spell.
Would you say that it's like the warding wind spell, perhaps?
It could be similar to that, perhaps.
So I can't
You sound a
cast
lot like
Mage hand, what you're saying.
Not if it has verbal components.
Fuck. Okay, how high is this gem thing?
It's worth noting you can cast Mage Hand before you go in and then just have it come with you. Moving it once it's cast does
Okay.
not require verbal.
Then oh, okay, can she step back out and say, hold on, cast it, and then step back in?
Yes. And as you
Like,
do...
basically, like, she goes to try to, like, say it, and then it doesn't happen, and she's like, puts two and two together, and then steps out and does it. Okay, anyway.
Yes. As you step in the second time, the D4 has now hit 0 for 4 effective actions.
Oh.
Those who are able to see on the south end of the room, so I think Fox should be able to see 2 of them. Escher should be able to
Oh,
see like
God.
4 of them. Tavro can see 5 of them. Kai is completely blocked by a pillar in the center of the room. A group of 5 kind of just manifests. There's a flash of light as 5 of them manifest on the other side of the wall coming in. You've seen this kind of same flash of light as you use keys to manifest into the next room. A group of 5 has just come into this room from the other side.
Uh-oh.
These tokens look familiar.
Shut up.
Do they?
So now we have a Hunger Games type decision to make.
Wait just a damn second.
Shut up, Vinny.
I don't remember if we're in danger or not.
The answer is always yes if I'm running the game.
I mean,
Yeah.
more of. There are certain situations where this is a TPK, so.
So, Clara, you are heading towards the pillar with the mage hand. We'll kind of do this. We're not going to go into initiative order yet, because it depends on how things go. But we'll kind of do this as a back and forth. So, Clara, you get your movement first, and then we'll get their responses to these guys coming in, and then Clara can move again, so on and so forth.
Okay, so she's gonna get close enough to where she can use the mage hand to grab the gemstone. Is she able to grab it?
Absolutely. Yeah, you send out the mage hand, and it's able to pick up the gemstone. As you pull it out, the aura of it slightly moves, now coming to where the...
Uh-oh!
Oh boy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Why is it not letting me move this? Give me a second. There we go. So as you pull the gemstone out, the aura of wind gets smaller in size, but moves towards you.
It looks the same. So.
It takes a second to update it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
doing
There it
my
goes.
best.
Clara's just gonna turn around to the group and hold it up in the air like, I got it!
Yeah, so you see as the aura kind of grows a bit smaller, it recedes from you. As you see the mage hand pull the stone out. At the same time, this is about when you'll be able to react to the other group popping into this room.
Okay, I think I just realized what we want to happen here.
I'm also going to move them one to the left because they don't spawn with it. Half of them don't spawn within the water element. Would anybody like to react, or would you like to just let Clara come back out and see what they do?
Well, I think she should stay there for a minute. She can't hear, can she?
She cannot.
Nope.
I'm gonna like gesture for her to like, stop, don't move. It didn't turn off the aura. Stop.
She just stands there and like looks really confused.
Yeah, and you can see fine. You just can't
Yeah.
speak or hear.
And, I mean, am I allowed to like speak to the rest of the party? Like, how are we doing?
Just like,
Oh, we're not in initiative
you're
order.
not in initiative order. I'm just trying to keep it as the auras moving is like a significant part of this room, so I want to kind of keep track of that and not have them freely move while other people are here because they might also do things. But like, go ahead and talk to your party while you do that. They might be talking within their party.
So I would just kind of tell Kai that like if what he's pieced together so far is correct, we want this aura to come in contact with this aura because this is the Earth one, right? I assume.
The yellow.
Yeah.
Sure. So those two, notice how because that would be the wind of gold. Gold might be a key, and so those two, it's probably intentional that we have to find a way to get those two to touch without touching the other ones. Because any other combination would probably result in something bad. Like if the wind touches the fire, that might be like the dust demon. And if like the wind touches water, like that could be the raining cats and dogs, maybe, because like, you know, rainstorm or something like that. Same thing with the earth. If the earth touches the water, that's how we get the stone cold killer. It's gonna summon a fucking stone elemental to kill us. If stone touches fire, it's gonna summon like something else. I don't know. But I think the goal here is we want this one and this one to touch each other without hitting the other ones. And the only way to do that is to shrink the auras of some of them so we can get this one through.
4 slots on the main pillar in the middle, right?
4
Yeah, but-
slots, yeah.
Yeah,
I reject Vinny's proposal.
Why?
Denied.
Veto.
Right. Around this point of you discussing that, you hear a female voice come up from the opposite end of the room where that other party kind of just came in, and it just goes, "What all is your purpose? Friend or foe? Are we moving on, or are we taking your keys?"
None of us have charisma, do they?
Nope.
And Clara is not allowed to respond because she did not hear it.
She just waves.
Who
She's
usually
like,
does
hey,
the,
you
who
guys!
usually does the talking here?
Suppose I can.
And as you look a bit closer, what you do see is it looks like a dryad, a nymph, a wood elemental, a paladin, and some sort of like elvish rogue.
Actually,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Fox, do you mind if I take this one? I think they seem familiar-ish.
You can also like clearly recognize they're all wearing symbols of Selesnya.
Yeah.
It would take a history check to either a history or a religion check to try and demarcate which specific sect they belong to. But you can like quickly.
I'll take a crack at it. Damn right I will.
The 17 is enough. The 14 doesn't quite get it. This sect is known as the Wilderkith, and they are basically eco-terrorists.
So
They
I'll
I'm
just
just gonna
report.
hear people have arrived, and it's like, well, of course, I'll talk to them, and then just look over and just mumble under his voice towards Escher and say, "It's hippies, you can deal with them."
Yes, that's actually for the best. I think I recognize them. And I would call out to them. Would you say what were they called?
the Wilderkith.
And I would just call out, and I would just say, we weren't expecting to see any Wilderkith here. Well met. And then I would say in, like, probably the Golgari accent, but I would say in Druidic, we don't intend on harming you unless you give us a reason.
And you do see that there's like a slight blink of surprise as they kind of look at you in garb, which pretty clearly demarcates you as Simic. Like, no one else is wearing lab coats except for maybe the Izzet members, but they're not expecting the Golgari dialect of Druidic. But as you kind of call that out, they respond in, like, the woman in the middle who called out at first responds in the Selesnian dialect and goes, "We have no reason to harm you if you simply hand over your keys. We'll be on our way. You can solve whatever puzzle this room has. I'm sure it'll give you some keys so that you can at least get out. Make this room not a loss for us, and show that none of you are Rakdos, and we will not fight."
So, again, I'm gonna say this in Druidic, so most of them don't know what I'm saying. But I would tell them, with my current company giving you the keys is reason to fight, and trust me, you don't want that. We're here trying to help people. Something I don't think the Rakdos would ever do.
We're here to help the world as well. And the only way we do that is with getting keys to move on. While you don't necessarily look Rakdos, I can see you're in league with at least one piece of garbage. As she kind of like raises and points a finger over towards Clara. Is it scum will be the first cleansed when we get that tongue?
I really wish I could respond because that is a straight up genocide.
It is. But she goes,
I would
fine.
call out in Druidic
no
after she
keys.
speaks.
No keys. Hand over the goblin. We'll call it even.
So I would say meet me by the central pillar so we can discuss our options thoroughly, and be careful not to step in any of these auras. I'd hate to see what it does to you.
Sure, give me a persuasion check.
I'm
Other
moderate at
characters.
these.
Sorry, what was that, Gideon?
Where is this other character coming in from?
They're on the
They
opposite
are
side
on
of
the
the
other
pillar, so
yeah.
you're not really able to see them from where you are. And
Oh, okay.
you know,
But also, you can speak Druidic. You can hear everything they're saying.
yeah, you can hear it. You just don't see them. With a 17, you see as she kind of like holds a hand up, telling and like whispers something to the rest of her party, and she steps forward alone to try and get to there. Enough time has passed. Lizzie, are you doing anything with Clara, or are you just waiting?
She went to the bathroom. Liz, do you want to stand and do nothing or walk in? With the gemstone? She's going to start walking towards the group, and I assume the second the winds start buffeting us, we're probably just going to, like, hold up, like, a weight hand.
Sure. I'll have her move, I think, like 10 feet towards you would get the light also 10 feet towards you.
Clara, you gotta drop the stone, Fox is gonna say.
Why the hell is it not letting me move this light again?
Okay, if Fox is making a drop the stone motion, she will drop the stone at her feet.
At her feet or at like the base of the pillar? Because it's the mage hand that has it.
Oh, I thought the mage hand was like following me.
Yeah, the mage hand is following you, but I'm just, where do you want it?
How about like just a space or two behind me, like right here? Like as if it was like coming towards me.
All right. And as the woman walks forward, as she gets a bit closer, you can recognize her. She is at least partially fey. And she's going to call out in. Sorry?
I can't see. I can't see there.
Oh, right. There's supposed to be. I just realized there's a light in the middle that I had turned off by accident. Now you should be able to see.
I can.
She calls out in Druidic, I approach alone, so do you.
Hold on, I gotta think of what the proper response would be.
I do move to at least behind him because I do not want this out of my sight.
After hearing everything she said, can I, since I was kind of by Kai and Fox, can I like whisper to them what she said?
Yeah, you can translate to the rest of them as Escher goes up.
I will. I would just kind of motion. I would want. Can you move Tower like closer? I'd want them a little like closer.
If they get any closer to that, she's gonna start objecting. So, this is where they are. If they want to move forward, they can, but that is when she will start saying something about it. She wants you at least 30 feet away from your allies. But she also gave the show of good faith that she walked and her allies are like 30 feet behind her as well.
Yeah. And I would just look at her, shrug, and say, "You made a tactically poor decision, but I suppose that as a show of good faith, I'd be willing to make the same one as well."
You speak the language. I give you
Yes?
the respect that comes with that. We can parlay,
Yes.
and we can negotiate. I have no more desire for bloodshed than you. Except for
Fantastic.
the Izzet and Rakdos.
Well, then there's the difference. You just lied. You said you don't desire bloodshed, but you clearly do. So, which means we're going to have a problem. And I just point back. It's still in Druidic. I point back to the rest of them and say, they may not be Rakdos, but they're astonishingly good at it. Not my cup of tea, personally, but it sounds like what's more important, though, is it sounds like your goal here. You're going for the tongue, I hear.
As is all non-Rakdos in this crypt.
Well, allow me to keep all of my compatriots and our keys. We both move on our way, and I give you a piece of information that you might need.
Better be a hell of a piece of information for us to leave this room down a set of keys.
Without it, you don't get the tongue and you die trying. So I'll leave its worth up to you.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, I didn't mean from us. I mean from any of the other. By the gods, who knows what else could be in here? This is the Rakdos, after all. Have you seen the abominations that they've allied themselves with? Horrific.
Agreed.
No, not from us. You'll be stuck wandering in here until you perish of old age or some horrible demonic entity. But, like I said, without this information, you will not be able to get the key, the tongue.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, because this is not a lie. Like, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying persuasion instead of deception.
Hey.
19.
And you see as she, like, thinks it over for a moment and goes, fine. Information for what would be my key. The others in my group still need new ones. I can afford to lose one. In a
Wait.
trade.
Wait, what is she saying?
You can give us
Haggled
you can
their
give us
price from 5 to 4.
you can give us all of your keys. You can give us the goblin, or you can give us 4 keys and whatever information this is.
It's worth all of the keys, like I said. In fact, it's probably worth more than them. Without this, you're wandering in the Crypt of Keys aimlessly for the rest of your lives.
And without the keys, we don't even get to wander.
True, but if we work together, we may be able to help you get there.
What do you propose?
Like I said, help us find a way out of here. I will tell you what I know. You leave my group alone, we leave yours alone. And may the first to get there win. A friendlier competition.
One more persuasion check.
Not as good, but not bad.
And she mulls it over and goes, fine. Close enough, but one extra addendum. And she points back at Clara again. The apparatus on her arm is an affront to nature. Destroy it. Give us the information. We all go on our ways peacefully. No death, no bloodshed, no exchange of keys. Just the destruction of something that goes against Matsalesnia's good word.
We lack the ability to do that right now. I think you know that as well as we do.
If you can't destroy one piece of metal, how the hell do you expect to get through this crypt?
It's wait. What is she talking about?
The Mysium apparatus.
The Mysium apparatus
Yeah.
on Clara's arm.
I figure as an ally of the Selesnians, and you would know a thing or two about magic. Magically enchanted things are a tad more difficult to destroy. Simply hitting it with a hammer doesn't always work too well. We can certainly look for a way when we get out of this damned place, but I'm afraid while we're stuck in this room, we're at a loss.
The Izzet are the ones who build them. I'm sure they can disassemble one.
I'm
Giving up a
sure she
tool
can-
for her life shouldn't be such a hard choice to make.
Hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2. I think you've misunderstood the situation. You are still outnumbered. She'd be giving up the tool for your lives.
If you think an extra body will save you from the wrath that we can bring if driven to it, you're a fool.
I'm familiar with action economy, I'll have you know. I simply know what I have learned in the handbooks I've read on tactics and warfare, and while this situation's a bit different, the larger number usually wins, which is why I proposed we increase ours by 5 instead of decreasing any of ours.
You suggested we go on our separate ways. Now you suggest we ally?
Well, for the room, yes. We have to get out of here somehow. Going our separate ways or killing each other doesn't mean anything if we can't get out of here.
And you see as she gets like a little glint in her eye and she goes, how about I trade your information for a piece of my own that you just displayed you don't have? One that is just as valuable to reaching the end of this crypt.
You know what, I suppose it's an act of good faith. Sure. What information do you have to offer me?
All the rooms have their puzzles or trials or gimmicks or whatnot. You can always go through the door on the other side without solving them.
Well, yes, but the probability of doing that is rather ludicrous. You would reach a standstill eventually, and you'd run out of keys. The intention is that you must complete them in order to continue moving forwards.
Or,
Is this the information you thought was that valuable?
well, you said you couldn't get through this room without the 5 of us. Showed a lack of understanding on your part.
I misspoke. We won't be able to progress much farther through this place. I assume your desire to get keys means you're running out as well. If there's a potential that we all get keys by solving whatever's in here, I thought it'd be best for all of us.
Give me one more persuasion check.
Let's see what we get here. Oh, damn.
Fine. We solve the room and we take all the keys. We won't kill you. We won't kill your goblin. We won't even destroy her abomination of a tool. But we get all the keys from this room. Anything less, and I think you have a fight on your hands.
Well, we did make an agreement. I said I'd give you a piece of information as well, and perhaps it'll change your decision.
I'm listening.
You cannot get the tongue. You lack the means to do so. It is impossible for you to do so.
And why is that?
Are any of your friends back there well versed in blood magic?
And she looks back and she kind of like does a little head motion, and the other one that kind of looks like a dryad or nymph of sorts steps forward. We have sylphies.
Oh, fantastic! You're a blood witch then. Looking to the one that just stepped up.
Not one myself, but I have studied there.
Ooh, unfortunately, that won't do it. You need the power of a Blood Witch to access the tongue, and as I suspected, you lack that. You can't get the tongue. I've learned this from a head of a Rakdos household themselves.
And she goes, and you're a fool if what was common knowledge you thought was good information to trade.
You gave me common knowledge as well. It seems we're equal.
Fair enough. But nothing kicks you out of the crypt at the end.
But you won't be able to get the tongue.
There are many who come in here seeking for their keys, their blood magic. We simply need to wait for one at the end. Kill them, and then we have our access.
You think killing them would get you access? What a quaint idea.
And what would you say otherwise?
That you have been instructed incorrectly. The Blood Witch must be willing. I don't think they can do that if they're dead.
Perhaps you've been tricked by one.
I've seen it myself. I think I have a rather good grasp on how the magic works. I wouldn't expect... I know it's probably not your forte, but magical study is quite a hobby of mine. But simply killing a Blood Witch will not be enough to grant you access. Once they're dead, their magic is of no use to you. Your plan is flawed.
The things that can't die and come back time and time again, regardless of how many times they're stamped out, their blood has no meaning after death. Don't try to bullshit me. I'll go back to our original offer. Kill the goblin, give us 5 keys, or we'll simply take them from your corpses. I'm done playing.
Is Fox here now?
Yeah, as the other person walked up to be next to her, me, not understanding Druidic whatsoever, just sort of mirrored their movements.
Yep, and there was no response to one person coming up because she called up one of her own. It seems that she's at least fair in that matter.
I would just kind of turn to my side, and in common, I'd kind of give Fox the update on like kind of what we've talked about so far.
I will look back at Asher and I'll say, do I need to create a binding contract for this?
Oh, that's up to you. It's if they would like to, you can discuss it with them. I've given them the information I have. And worst case scenario, we always have Tavro, and it just makes things a little bit uglier.
I will turn around, face the other part of the group, assuming they all heard what Escher said as well. And I'm just going to say, do we think we have terms? And then I'm going to wink at them.
I'd say they made the terms pretty clear.
Then I will turn back to the main druid and say, if we're to give you peace of mind, I can create a binding contract that'll make us unable to hurt each other after the exchanging of goods and services.
Yes, he deals with the contract business, not me. But glad we could get this far. Fox, do your thing. Take it away.
Orzhov? Fine.
Indeed.
You give us 5 keys. Neither of us harm each other. You can bind that. For safety's sake, you and I approach alone. And she waves a hand and Sylphie starts walking back to the rest of her group.
I will, step forward and, have my hand out, just informally. I will write it out, but it takes me a minute. But just as an agreement. 5 keys for some reason, the ruler stopped working. 5 keys for life, right? Oh, this segment is undefined? What the heck? And, I will walk up and, I will just, hold my hand out just to be, a shake on it.
She points to Escher and goes, I dismissed my backup. As I said, only you and I in the middle. I don't trust you.
Yeah, as like Escher walks away, I'm gonna like visibly turn around for a few seconds and say to him, Escher, don't worry, this will be quick. And then I'm gonna also wink at him.
I'm well aware of your skill at drafting contracts.
As you
Rather,
go to shake her
almost
hand and
foolish.
say it as a informal agreement, give me a deception check.
Oh. You should be better at that.
Why didn't I take proficiency? Oh, because I took persuasion instead. That makes sense.
Yeah, normally you're pretty upfront about exactly what you're asking.
Yeah.
Hey, I am one to abide by the roll. She steps forward, and goes, 5 keys, no violence, and sticks out her hand to shake yours.
Alright. As I shake and we connect hands, can I get anything on an attack roll if I use it after grabbing her hand?
If it is a touch spell attack, I'm going to give you advantage on it for this.
Then I am going to...
Any other attack will be normal, but if it's a touch spell attack, it's advantage.
Then I am going to hit her with a nice inflict wounds as I touch, and I'm gonna overcast that.
Yeah, and we're going to need initiative rolls right after this.
You bastard! I thought you were using illusory script to write a fake contract!
You bastard, I thought you were going to petrify.
All right,
When has that ever worked?
Yeah, I thought he was.
A
gonna
few
be fine.
times, actually.
let's see this upcast inflict wounds, and are you going to kill this person outright?
That's a lot of d20s I'm seeing, and I don't know which one's for the spell.
I mean, they're initiative rolls. Okay,
know,
an
I was
18
waiting
will
for-
hit.
Okay.
Ooh, that one.
Oh. Probably not an outright kill, but goddamn, that's a good roll.
Not an outright kill, she's still up, but yeah, that is damage. All right, we're going to finish rolling initiative, and then I'm going to change the music.
Oh yeah, I suppose I have to do that too.
Jesus,
Those-
25.
Woo!
Hey, sometimes enemies get good rolls too. It
Fox.
happens.
Fox,
All
you
of a
have
sudden,
advantage.
everyone's gonna come.
Oh, I have advantage. Yeah,
they're gonna
because
all
he still
just
had that
come
on
try
me.
to kill Clara, and Clara's just gonna be like, "Hi, are you nice people?" And just get stabbed. She
I
has
think
no
you-
idea what's
you're-
going on.
If you can see Fox, it's pretty clear that he just cast a spell on her.
Zach, can you change me to a 20 because I should have had advantage from Tavro casting it on me?
Sure.
Wait, Clara, why are you hurt?
From last
Last fight.
session.
Last session.
You didn't take a long rest.
Short rest.
Clara
What
got
else
fucked
did-
up by that feline demon. No, not demon. The cat thing.
As you take her hand, you inflict this burst of necrotic energy that runs up her arm, and you see as like the wood and leaves and vines that surround it kind of like wither and decay, and now you see like the pale sickly flesh underneath that is now exposed. She screams in pain for a moment before going, "Kill them!"
Damn it, Fox! That's not what I meant!
But I winked!
I thought you were going to lie!
How could I lie in a contract?
And the
Andrew just has a
first
stupefied look on his face.
going first is the elf towards the back. Wow, even with advantage, 2 9s won't do it. As he misses his first attack, shoots a second time. 4s this time. And then, after missing with both attacks, he is going to run and then take a bonus action dash to get behind this pillar. That will bring us to you,
Fuck, I
Fox.
couldn't. I wish I could. I couldn't see any of their movement.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Mr. Machine?
So, if I remember correctly, the my oh, it's a snatching claw. That's a free action, right? To use the crawling claw companion attack.
Once
right?
per short rest on your turn.
Yes. So, only for the pun, I'm just gonna say, what, couldn't take a little hand as another hand like crawls up down my sleeve and also attacks her.
Oh,
An 11 is not going to hit.
It was still worth it.
As this thing crawls down off of your thing and she like pulls her hand back and she hisses something that Escher and Gideon recognize as druidic for undead abomination.
oh god. Fox, run!
Nice.
Oh no, he's Shadowheart. Jesus, Pat, stop breathing.
Oh fuck! It targeted myself.
I wasn't even breathing that loud. Jeez, I'm sorry.
No,
Why did it target myself?
Activity.
it sounded like Clara hears in the wind tunnel.
Zach.
Yes, I'm giving you back your health.
That's hilarious.
Wait, what happened?
I used Spirit Guardians and it immediately damaged myself.
Nice.
It doesn't know how to do ally versus enemy, so it just is everything in the area. But yeah,
And-
so the like undead spirits of the Orzhov start climbing up out of the grounds and grasping at the both of you. Not so much you, but her, and she's able to resist as they start to like tear into her. But she is able to avoid the main brunt of it.
That was an action. Bonus action. As I turn around and look towards Clara, as I just turn around and say, Clara, fire on them! And I swap Clara with Anthracia.
Wait. Okay.
Does she have to be able to hear you for that?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Oh.
I don't think
wait.
I ever specified that it's a verbal thing. It's just his channel divinity, so I'm going to allow it.
Yeah, it doesn't specify any, like, range or restrictions like that.
Even if it
Yeah,
was
you know what?
verbal, it doesn't say a creature that can hear him, and he's not silenced, so I'm fine with it.
He uses his divinity. He's not giving Clara commands. He's telling the druid to wait.
Wait your damn turn, I'm not done.
Alright, so that is action, bonus action. Would you like to move?
Yes. Actually, I am going to, do a little crab walk to the other side, like, just go around. Let me change where, because this follows me, and then I will end my turn, and it's Clara.
Alright. Clara, you can't hear, but you saw Fox go balls to the wall against her as they shook hands. So, you know there's a fight. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so Clara's really confused, so she's just gonna try to get as close to her party.
Keep in mind, while you're in the aura, you have double move speed.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I can at least get out of the aura.
So you'll have, it was 40 feet to get out of the aura, right? From where it was?
Well, so I've used 30 right now, and I can't really tell where the end looks like it's here
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's the end. So it'll be 40 feet to get to the end, which
Okay.
means you'll have 10 feet of movement left.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll get next to Gideon. And she'll just turn and be like, "Oh, who are they and what's going on?"
Gideon just turns to her and goes, "I think they're coming after you."
Oh, jeez. I don't think, I guess I could.
Firefall.
I could firebolt them. I don't have fireball. We went over this.
Good.
Okay. If she sees Fox attacking, she'll be like, "Old trusty, you know, this."
A 20 will hit as you go out against what seems to be like a wood elemental of sorts. And you
She
singe.
sees wood and is like, "Burn."
Yeah, and you just singe this burst of flames into it. But you see as it does, like, you know how when you like burn wet wood, it doesn't really burn it as much, and it mostly just starts evaporating and like letting off a bunch of smoke.
That's bullshit.
Hey, it still takes damage. I'm just letting you know. It's letting off smoke, which you recognize to be from like wet wood, so it looks like it might be kind of hard to burn this thing.
Not cool.
Shambling mound rules.
GM trying to explain that it's not vulnerable.
No, it's probably
Okay.
resistant.
Yeah, it looked like it took
Family
less
member.
damage than you would expect.
Jerry is gonna move his 20 feet towards the pillar. He can't see jack shit. And then the cannon is gonna move. How much can the cannon move? I don't even remember. The cannon's just gonna follow Jerry.
Sure.
And I do have a bonus action, but it can't really do anything for them because, yeah. So that'll be all.
All right, that brings us to this one.
Did it prompt another saving throw? Because it's at the start of their turn.
It's at the start of their turn or when they first move in. You casting it while
Yes.
they're there does not actually count as first moving in. That's why, like, it's either
Second
when it
security
first
roll, yeah.
moves in or at the end of its turn. So, like, they're two different things. It's so that you can only trigger it once around if they are moving away from it.
Okay.
So the one that it took earlier is just, it's actually taking it now. But she
Still takes half damage.
already took the damage earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah. And she has half movement while in the radius.
Okay. All right. So now she is going to attack you because you are right there and you have these spirit guardians that are grasping at her. So she is going to hold out a hand, and you see as like the hand that melted away with that withering touch, now you see it's almost as if like wood is regrowing over it. But instead of just the normal wood, it's like petrified wood. And it does not start moving down your body because she misses the first attack and is going to try and do so again. Dude, these guys have good bonuses, but if they never roll above a 10, doesn't matter.
That's what we need right now.
So she is going to take the... She does get 3 attacks as her multi-attack. So she's going to do one more. And actually manage to hit this time.
Ah.
And it should have prompted you for a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Which you fail. So You've unfortunately lose both of the spirit guardians as well as fail. So the petrified wood starts now moving off of her arm and wrapping around you as this layer of like jagged sharp wood starts crawling over your skin, making your body feel heavier. You are currently restrained. Which will allow her to move away. You can make an attack of opportunity, but it will be at disadvantage because you are restrained.
Okay.
I still gotta try.
I'm using the mace, but it's going to be unarmed because I don't have unarmed in here.
Oh god damn it.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
Wonderful.
The 2 was first regardless. But she is going to also move back around on the other side of this pillar. And that will bring us to Escher.
Oh shit, I kinda don't like being at the start of initiative. I don't have too many good options for this. Damn, this isn't great. I need to do a measurement real quick. I'm banking that it wouldn't just be an entire party of druids, and that that's kind of her thing. So I'm gonna be a little silly Billy and drop one of these.
Hey, based.
Right there. So all 3 of them have to give me wisdom saving throws, or they minds get twisted.
Whoops.
Great.
Twinst.
2 of them succeed, but the wood elemental, like, kind of just, you see as it looks around and then starts, like, just looking around, and it looks like it is completely lost on not understanding what's going on.
Alright, and then I haven't moved, so I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'll kind of back up and be like, I'll back up to here and just kind of like motion to Tavro and Kai and be like, go on, get in there!
All
And
right.
that's my turn.
That will bring us to that wood elemental. So
Yeah, so he has
remind
to
roll.
roll.
Yeah, it's a D10,
Roll a
right?
D10. I believe so. And I'll tell you what it does, depending on the roll. I would love a 7 or an 8 right now.
You got a 6.
It doesn't move or take actions this turn.
All right, you see as it kind of just like grasps its head and starts shaking itself, but does
Damn.
not do anything further.
Can I, like, give him a +1 on that? 7 or 8, and he would have attacked one of his allies.
Hey, you just nullified a turn of an enemy. There's,
Yeah. No,
it's not
good.
bad.
No,
So
no, not at all.
Kai, what would you like to do?
What Kai does best, which is sprint up.
Oh, wait, could I, is there one thing could I point out to him?
What?
There's, Kai, there are enemies, like, oh wait, why can't I ping? There's enemies on the other side, like, hiding from you on the other side of this pillar.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I used my diagonal, so I'm using that to go here.
Okay, didn't know if you could reach that.
Alright, how do I want to play this?
Well, hopefully.
What am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Alright, so, I'm gonna get there. You know what? Flavor steak, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna come up to the pillar and just, like, run, now that I can, run around the side of it and come down right on these 2.
All right.
And I am not good at multi-attacking, but, what is it, AoE, but,
They're one of them took 30 damage already.
one of them's already hurt, so, that one.
Sorry, one thing to note, as you get within 15 feet of her, she is actually going to use a reaction.
Oh.
So as you get within 15 feet of her, you're going to have to give me a dex save as the ground starts shaking below you.
She's gonna.
Does it matter that I did say that I was on the pillar?
He did.
Are you off the ground on the pillar?
Eventually when I get to them, yes.
You know what? I will say that if you fail, instead of falling prone, you just fall off of the pillar and land on the ground. But you got a 26.
I succeeded anyway.
So none of you are prone, because it only affects enemies, but I don't have templates that do that. Alright, yeah. You run up the side of the pillar and you feel it start to shake as you get closer, but you are too quick and you kind of just use that as a way to jump off of the pillar and just use that vibration as extra momentum to attack.
Now I have an option here. Should I just attack or should I make it so that they are frightened of me?
What's the saving throw?
Probably lower than I would like.
No, I mean, like, what is it? Is it wisdom or con?
Goddamn, where is it? Wisdom. Oh, they're probably really good at wisdom.
Yeah, because I mean, spellcasters in general might be hard to get that off on.
I say
Alright,
balls to the wall, cut the head off the snake.
A 20 will hit.
Alright, 1 hit. 2 hit. Maybe. 2 hit.
17 will hit. She is an unarmored druid.
I already used a key this turn. I'm not going to use another.
Didn't you already use
Wait a
your
minute.
bonus action?
Yeah, you step of the wind.
I did.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I want you to kill her, but... rules is
Yeah, I
rules.
think that's all I get then.
you start cutting into her, and you see where you do, similar to how Fox shook her hand, like the vines and wood, decay and curl up, leaving her just a little bit more exposed before she starts growing them back. She is looking pretty hurt, but she is still up and rearing for a fight.
And I'm just gonna yell out, Tavro, back here!
All right, Tavro, that brings us to you.
It's me. I'm feeling pretty fucking angry.
Oh boy.
He says in that exact voice.
Well,
Yep, that's my.
can you
voice.
actually see any of them from there?
I can see all. I can see the 3 that are down here.
Yeah, that's
that's
why
the
I
problem.
specifically yelled and said back here.
If I rage, I could explode them all, but I'm not sure I want to do that just to explode
Wait, how?
my spear. It blows
Can you
up.
throw? Can you throw it that far?
If I rage and then get the extra 15 feet I am able to move, then yes.
Then that's not a bad idea.
Zach, I can see the 3 that are down here. Do any of
Okay.
them look sopping wet like the lady?
Sorry, what?
What?
Like how they're like wet wood?
Oh,
Like the
no.
wood elemental?
That I was just trying to say, like, it's still living wood, so it's hard to burn. They're not sopping wet.
Oh, yeah, I'm being stupid.
That is
so I
the
imagine-
only one that is made out of wood. Like, the rest of them are humanoid.
I googled you. Alright. We just... Big Mad.
Oh no, you crushed
I'll
Gideon.
Bye, Gideon.
I get it.
By doing this, I get 15 feet of movement. And then...
I say you hit these 3. Give them somebody besides Fox who's restrained to go after.
And let me just make sure I can actually reach. Yeah, so I can throw it 40 feet. This right here is 35.
All right. And is this the spear burst?
Yes.
Is there any bonus if you actually hit one of them?
What's that?
Like if you actually hit, if you throw it and hit one of them, do you also do the spear's
No.
damage? Oh, okay. Okay,
It's just an AoE.
gotcha.
Decent.
Yeah.
Can you change the damage type on it?
Not this one. This is the spear's
Oh.
effect, not anything from his subclass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's magic speed.
Gotcha, gotcha.
All right. Yeah, you throw the spear and it lets out this burst of flames as it lands in the middle before reappearing in your hand. And you just, like, the two non-trees are able to protect themselves from the brunt of the blast, but the tree still kind of gripping its head in confusion just is completely engulfed.
Oh, Zach, before I forget, did you make the saving throw for the tree at the end of its turn to shake off the confusion?
I
Can you just give me
did
another wisdom?
not. So that's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
that-
a 16
Yeah, the
saves?
DC is 16, so I'm gonna drop
Okay.
concentration on that then. Well, that's a 4th level spell for one round of CC. Was it worth it? Not a
Did it.
chance.
And that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
All right. That will bring us to this elf over here, who, as you do that, is going to run towards you. He's actually going to run up right between you two, and he sees the petrified wood starting to creep down Fox's body, and he's going to take advantage of that and try and strike him. 3 times. A 23 for the first one.
This guy's got some balls to come in bonking distance.
Missing the second one as some of the petrified wood actually gets in the way of his sword cutting through. And then one final,
Jesus Christ.
a 20 will hit.
Damn it, exactly the AC.
Dang.
I'm gonna need you to stop that.
Well, he gets 3 attacks, so he does stop it. But then you see as he looks out and is within 30 feet. Yeah, so Kai, Fox, and Tavro, as he looks to you all and he shouts out, "You deal with me first." All of you are like kind of drawn to him for a moment until the start of his next turn. You have disadvantage on attacks against creatures other than him.
Damn, Brian. Guess you're gonna have to clobber him.
Oh man, this is the worst.
What a tragedy.
Oh,
Hey,
That
fuck.
is pretty devastating
Yeah.
for me.
It was mostly to get
That's
Fox
true.
off of his Kai off of his boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
whoa.
and then Sylphis, that like dryad that came up earlier to talk about the Blood Witch stuff, is going to you see as she kind of almost goes just like a little bit transparent, and as she does, Tavro, you are going to be the target of a ranged attack.
Oh no. Normal? I did it.
All right. And you take this, like, yeah, wait, that's not supposed to be an attack. That's just supposed to be a saving throw. But regardless, yeah, you hear these whispers like dig into your skull and start overwhelming you a little bit. And as they do this, you now, until the start of her next turn, have disadvantage on attack rolls that don't target her.
What?
Ugh.
This is just like my fucking campaign.
Wait, so we have.
Just top roll.
Just top,
It's
just
only
top.
Just top roll.
Oh.
And then she is going to come up, start moving towards the rest of the fight.
Hey,
But
Brian,
that
I
is
feel like
all
there's
she
something-
gets to go for now.
Brian, there is something important that you should probably consider.
What's that?
Disadvantage doesn't mean shit if they're prone.
That's true.
Yeah, and I don't.
Or if
She
you
don't look
reckless
that
attack.
strong. True. I'm just saying though, she just got closer to you, and she don't look that strong.
And as she ends her turn, actually, it'll wait until after Gideon because those can only be done at the end of one of your turns.
So both of those things only were for top row.
So
They don't target you.
they don't affect you. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Just
move
get killing.
30 feet, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action of dashing to move another 30 feet.
Gideon, if you kill that guy in front of me, then I'll murder that woman.
Okay, but here's the thing. I am going to go on a limb and say Gideon cannot kill that guy in one shot. Gideon might be able to kill her in one shot with a sneak
Hey,
attack.
rogues when they crit
Well,
on a
she
sneak
won't have a
attack can
sneak- she
kill
won't have
most
sneak
things.
attack. She won't have sneak attack against that one. She will have sneak attack against this guy.
Correct.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even consider that. I'm just like, yeah, rogues always have sneak attack. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, you're right.
All
So
right,
I'm
Gideon.
gonna hit him.
The Mist Blade.
The Dark Blade.
I don't think his head is on here, right? Yeah.
No.
Well, fuck.
Unfortunately, that won't quite hit as he raises up the shield that he holds in his offhand and bats
Really?
your sword
17
away.
doesn't hit?
It
That's
doesn't.
the paladin, isn't it?
He's
He
If he's
does
got
seem
armor and a
to be. If you've seen paladins before, they look a lot like this guy.
yeah.
Gideon, what's your dexterity?
Find out.
I think it's +4. No.
Yeah, I have 14.
Yeah, it's only +2.
Oh,
So
+2.
that that is accurate
That's
for
correct.
a +1 dex weapon with proficiency.
Yeah, we want to be hitting this guy with savings.
Was I supposed to get an increase to any of those as part of the level up or no?
No,
You
because
did. It worked.
Oh, it did already? Okay.
not
Yeah.
not at level 9.
Proficiency.
Oh, proficiency, yes.
Rather
Your
than-
stats are correct, Gideon. That
Okay.
that was a correct roll. It was just unfortunate.
Sad. Well,
All right,
It's
is that all
fine.
you're doing?
I think that's all I can do. I used
That
my
is-
action and my
Yeah,
bonus
that
action.
that is action, move, bonus action. At the end of your turn, this guy is going to use the first of the villain party actions,
Oh, boy.
and
Why don't we get ally party actions?
Yeah.
it's called all of the
Yeah.
fucking magic items and special spells that I give you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I already used allied party action. It gave me a hand.
Yeah, you already like changed up
You
the
get those.
initiative order. You got a free extra attack action. You have all your stuff. Let the DM use some cool mechanics to make
Let
the
him cook.
fight possible.
Alright, cook away.
Yeah, so the paladin is going to shout out and go, "Tactical strike, everybody!" And each of them can either make an attack or move up to their speed. So the two of them next to Kai are both going to attack him.
I have done nothing wrong ever.
You were next to two people that are only allowed to make melee attacks right now. The short sword from the elf misses. The
Good.
stone touch from...
That's just an attack that they can do?
It's a legendary action where each of them gets one attack of someone within melee range.
How did we get this?
You have so many advantages.
Rewind to 30 seconds earlier where Zach said, we have everything.
God damn it.
We have the game mechanics on our side.
As Kai, you begin the petrification process as well.
No.
You are now restrained.
Oh.
I can
Well,
fix that.
that screws up everything I was going to do.
And then these two are going
Wait,
to
Kai, where are you?
move up to their movement, and that gets them there. But it's move or attack, so that is all.
Gotcha.
Now Volley is going to make 2 short sword attacks in range of you, but now they have advantage because you are restrained.
Yep.
Oh no.
He's fine.
Alright, I am through my temporary HP now.
Oh, that's good.
All
I
right,
didn't know you had that.
the first one hits, and then the second one.
Well, good. I was scared that that was a rogue with sneak attack.
Oh.
I was considering giving it sneak attack, but
Okay.
it does not have sneak attack.
If
You
get
wanna
multi-attack,
die?
it's expensive.
All right, he slashes at you twice, and then as a bonus action is going to disengage before running 35 feet. Until he is like right on the edge of where he would be going into the orange energy field, but not quite into it. All right, and that will bring us to Fox. You are restrained, but you still have your full turn. So the only thing you can't do is move. Your attacks are with disadvantage. What would you like to do? And you do repeat your Constitution save at the end of your turn.
I was gonna ask if it's.
It's just as your turn ends, you make the save again.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was action, but in that case, 1, 2. But that's action.
The boulder wishes to crush their puny skulls.
Tavo, you mind giving me a little healing afterwards then?
I could. The max I can give you is 5 in a spell, but yeah.
I just might need a little bit of healing in a bit. I took a bit of a walloping. So then I could 1, 2, 3 to get bless
Fucker has to burn
as a
berries.
bonus action using my
Yep.
subclass, and then that is going to give Tavo an extra attack.
Let me just read something real quick.
While that's happening, I'm also, as my action, gonna turn to the frail-looking lady next to me, and I'm just gonna say, "You think you can stone me?" As I just turn and just stare at her with my evil eye.
Wait,
which one are you targeting?
Wait, Connor, Faye.
And?
We know she's the Fae. They're good at resisting magic. You can hit Big Fucko, who probably has weaker saving throws. Please.
It's a
Pull
con
the
saving
target.
throw.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's not wisdom?
No?
Oh!
You're doing this. You're doing this
Interesting.
against the paladin, right?
Yeah, it just didn't proc me for damage.
Yeah, because he's gonna use a reaction.
Ah, I got
and he is going to send up a glamour. You need to give me a wisdom saving throw. He is trying to charm you into not hitting him.
Can he be charmed while raging, or is that a subclass thing?
That's a subclass thing. Rage
Okay.
does not make you immune to charms by itself.
Okay, I thought he might have given you like advantage.
Nat 1, baby.
At the last moment, you pull back the attack as you realize this is the most beautiful man you've ever seen in your life.
Fuck him.
Whoa.
Yeah, but Tavro's love language is violence.
I need me some
Got a
alligator.
point.
Wow, it's a good thing that thing had advantage. A 21 will succeed.
And we're just getting fucked at every turn here.
I said she was the Fae.
Only one person has taken significant damage on your team, and their leader's taken quite the beating already.
Yeah, but it's only because we've gotten like
permission to update actor NWE2MZ.
Nice.
Dear God.
Alright, is that all, Fox?
Yes.
Clara, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Sorry,
Connors-
Fox, Constitution save at the end of your turn for the restraint.
Oh yeah.
You can do it. You can win. You feel great.
Unfortunately, a 10 is not enough to break free, as
Over.
the petrification crawls further down your body. Clara, what would you like to do?
Oh, okay. Cannon is gonna move a bit closer, and then, I mean, the firebolt didn't really do the bestest. Are they in a good spot? No, you guys are all in there. Fuck. Ooh. Zach, is this room large enough to say hold a cloud?
The ceilings are 40 feet high. You are allowed to cast Call Lightning.
Yes.
You get call lightning?
As an Is It member, she does.
Oh shit. Just be careful with those AoEs. Or
Wait,
don't.
how does this work again?
We ball.
So you will call down a lightning strike on an AoE that you choose. It does not
you can
avoid
keep it.
allies.
It's only,
It's just the AoE.
but it's a 5 feet,
5 foot
AoE, right?
radius.
so it's like the 5 feet around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll be a square and all surrounding squares.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, right here,
Yep.
you'd be able to hit two, right?
Fucking ballin'.
Fuck it, we ball. Kill
Ah!
that woman. Kill that woman.
Big
Kill that woman.
cloud.
Did you just target?
She just targeted all of us.
Cool.
Big cloud.
All
No, see, this is just the cloud. This isn't the attack.
Huh?
Ah.
You make the cloud, and then anywhere in that cloud, you can drop a lightning.
Exactly.
Oh.
So that's
I
just the
got-
cloud.
except the all.
Ah.
Oh, that is a fucking cool template. I like that spell
Oh.
template.
What the shit?
That is cool.
Neat.
Where'd you?
Okay.
Is that
That's-
Foundry or is that like a mod?
That's Foundry.
Really?
So now I need to only target the person. Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know how this whole targeting thing works though with it up.
Does it have a
Oh wait, there we
template?
go. I can target just one person apparently. So basically, I'm gonna have it. Hold on, can I use it in the same turn I summon it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is brand new to me. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have the bolt of lightning come like right here, or like over here.
Wait, if you do it here, you can hit two.
Oh, you right. I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure I didn't hit Gideon.
It's a 5 foot radius, so if you do it where
that.
that ping is, you'll hit 2 of
Yeah.
them.
Cool. Okay.
Kill that woman.
How do I?
Kill that woman.
Okay, they should
Shift.
both be targeted now, and I'm gonna roll. Bob.
You did
Right.
it. You
They
did
both
it.
have to
did that
make.
do-
Yep,
did
it's
that-
triggering the saves.
Okay. Nice.
Fuck.
All right. And you see as the woman, like the dryad, is able to dodge out of the way just enough to like avoid the brunt of it, but still gets stricken with lightning. But what you do see is the wood elemental. As the lightning hits it, it seems that it courses through the body, and his entire body is now crackling with electricity. And where you singed a hole in its chest earlier, new wood is now growing over it.
Aw.
Great.
Yeah.
Just
Shambling
absorb
around.
elements.
Shambling mound rules.
Laura's just gonna be like, oh,
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
As a doctor, is it possible that I could potentially recognize that it healed from that?
Give me a nature or medicine check as a free one.
Is that what it looked like was happening?
Give me a free
Good.
nature or medicine check.
Tell me.
Yes, this thing absolutely just absorbed the lightning and used it to heal as well as power itself up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around to Clara and be like, "Don't do that again." not the plant.
and she like motions up at the cloud and is like, but look how cool it is.
Then hit the ones with flesh. It burns them, but not the plant. I'll deal with that one.
But yeah, the cannon's just gonna move a little bit closer, but it's still really far away because it don't got a lot of movement. So
Can it dash?
that's all. No.
Oh. Damn.
All
See,
right.
we need to just hit them with their true weakness. Physical pain.
I thought you were gonna say friendship.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Speaking
Marge
of
is really scared of a tape measure.
speaking
Uh-oh.
of physical pain,
I'm probably gonna feel it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
a 22.
Yup.
Petrified. 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 Petrified.
Probably. Come on. 5.
As the petrified wood starts coursing further down your body and you feel it seizing you up even more. You're still there. You're not petrified yet. It seems that you're about halfway petrified now.
Yikes. Not
It makes the
again.
second attack against you and gets a
thank God.
3 with the disadvantage.
With
Uh,
And none of this is a.
Or with
Yeah, this is
advantage.
just an attack, right? Not a spell.
This is just an attack, and it's going to make its third and final now.
Oh no.
Oh my
That's
god.
the second
The
time that an
duality of
advantage
man.
got a 20 and a 1.
Ow.
Ow.
Goodbye, Kai.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's not dead.
He's gonna die. I can't get to him that quick.
And she goes. She goes, "You should have accepted my deal. Now you're all gonna have to die." And then she starts just walking away. You can attack
'Cause I
with
can't take-
disadvantage if you would like.
Yeah, I was about to... Okay, I can take a reaction.
You can.
Yeah.
And that will hit.
Woo!
Look her up.
Can you add anything to that if it's not your action?
What do you mean?
Stunning strike.
I think
you-
that's
you
when
can
you
add it.
take the attack action, not when you hit
No,
with an
it's when you
attack.
hit with
It
an
is
attack,
when
I
you
think.
hit another with a melee weapon attack.
All right, if you would
Yeah.
like to try and stun it, then
Absolutely
she
do
will
it.
be stuck here.
Come on, baby. Kill that bitch.
And you do.
Yes.
You strike
Yes.
her, and you see as she's sending this petrified wood all over your body, she just seizes up, and it looks like all like consciousness just went away. Like the lights are on, but
So-
no one's home right now.
She can
So,
petrify mine at any time.
I like to imagine, yeah, she's like beating the shit out of me, but she tries to turn to walk away. I just, in my slow state, grab her arm, whip her around, and stab her, and just send my key into the wound and just say, "You're stuck here with us."
Yeah, and she is quite literally too stunned to say anything.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Escher, what would you like to do?
I don't think I have any way to get over there fast enough to make use of this, but I will certainly try. 5. Wait,
Well,
hold
it
on.
means that I will have regular attacks on my turn.
Hold on, I'm just lining things up. Yeah, I won't even be able to see her. So I think this is gonna be a Tavro moment. So I gotta see something. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait a minute.
You could have diagonaled to get here.
I don't know if this would help. The one I wanted to use has a range of 30 feet. Are you?
Yeah,
You
so
could use a diagonal to
Okay.
get there.
Then I'm gonna say I did that. That guy who failed before, he's a plant, right?
it seems to be an elemental made of wood.
Fuck it. This is gonna. Oh, god damn it. There is not gonna be too many other times where I think this is gonna be useful. I'm gonna take a gamble right here because I know I can, and I am going to. Fuck me. I'm gonna use this. And if he is a plant-like creature, hold on, let me read it. If I target a plant creature or a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage and deals maximum damage to it.
It's gonna make this with disadvantage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll normally, but Zach, what's 8 times 8?
64.
64?
You should know that.
I know. I just wanted to hear you say
Third
it.
grade math.
I know. I just wanted to hear you say 64. So if
It does succeed.
so he takes 32 necrotic damage.
All right. So I'm gonna undo the auto damage it did, and then I'm going to subtract 32 from it.
Damn, you really got the 20 there. I could have one-shot him.
And he's up next.
I know. That's what I was hoping I'd be able to. He failed.
Yeah, but you do send this blight, and your bacterium is just eating away at him, and he has now
Yeah,
lost like his entire outer shell of wood. It seems that it's like made up of these layers, but now you've exposed deeper in. The entire like bark skin is completely gone.
All right, that is my turn.
All right. It is no longer confused, so it is going to. Is going to move up 5 feet. Which does. Oh, actually, it might not get him in range of Kai. 35 feet, it does not.
Yes.
But what it is going to do is entangling vines as it sends out a burst of vines that are ripped from its body. I need everybody to give a strength saving throw.
Yeesh.
Everybody that was prompted.
Yeah. I clicked it and it didn't roll anything.
Yeah, same.
I see that it did.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh, there we go.
I got a 30.
Damn, nice. Of course they rolled. He failed his own thing. Of course his allies succeeded.
They also don't take any. It's another target all enemies. I just don't have a way of doing that. So who failed Gideon.
Everybody but Tavro.
So
Everybody but
Escher,
Tavro failed.
okay, yeah. All of you who failed have these vines wrap around you, and you are now grappled and pulled 5 feet closer to him.
Dope.
I'm already right next to him, aren't I?
Well, yes. So Escher is pulled 5 feet closer. Gideon, Fox, and Escher are all grappled.
Yo, my token's freaking the fuck out. Put me wherever it needs to be. There's like 6 instances of my token for me.
I already moved it.
Oh. I want to reload your page.
Yeah, I just said I refreshed.
All right.
You bastard. Also, he just saved me 5 feet of movement on my next turn. Thank you. Can he keep doing that to me?
Actually, he cannot. That's a one-time thing.
Oh.
But that will bring us to Kai. What would you like to do?
Bad lady.
This will still be at disadvantage.
Hold on.
Oh wait, no, it's
Why?
normal.
She's
because she's
stunned,
stunned. Yeah.
Yep.
Do it.
She's stunned until the end of her next turn, right?
Yeah,
and-
stunning strike until the end of my turn.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the attacks
okay.
I'm making are at regular. They're regular attacks.
Okay, I just didn't know if she was gonna be stunned for her next turn, dude. That would have been dope.
No, sadly. But yeah. Good. That we
The
love
first
that.
one will miss. As
I
your
am
body
going
is
to-
simply held in place too long to hit.
No, screw this person. I am increasing that by 4.
So that becomes a 15.
Yes.
That will hit then.
Wait, but focused aim isn't that an action or is that?
No,
you're
it's
seeing a
when-
steady aim from Rogue.
Oh, so how does how does focused aim work then?
For 1 key point, you add
it's-
2 to it, and you can add up to 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
it's when you miss with an attack roll.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just a
You can
special.
add 1 to 3.
It's not actually an action.
Gotcha.
But now it's not letting me just do the damage for this, so I'm just gonna roll again, and this is the first attack.
Yeah, this is the first attack. That's fine. All right, yeah, you are able to send key into your strike and hit. And the second time, you don't even need to bolster it. You're able to break through enough of the petrification that you're able to stab once again. And now
Nice.
she is looking very injured. She is struggling at this point.
And I used key as part of my action because I actually wrote down all of the expanded monk features this time. Where is it? Yeah, so key fueled attack. If you spend 1 key point or more as part of your action, you can make 1 attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action.
Oh,
Here's a monk weapon.
Return the fucking favor.
Yeah, I think that might kill her.
Good.
It doesn't.
God damn it.
But you bury the dagger in her throat, and you see as even though she's stunned, the vines that are covering her are pushing in and stemming the blood loss. She is barely standing in this stupefied, nearly dead state, but her body's pure instinct is just barely keeping her alive.
God damn, I don't have anything else I can do.
At the
It's
end of
okay.
your turn, make a
Yeah.
Constitution save to try and break the petrification.
Gladly.
Nice.
An 18 will
18.
break it. As
Oh, thank God.
striking with this crit. By the way, give yourself the temp health from critting with that
Yes, I need that. That is half the necrotic I
Hmm.
did, which is 5.
dagger. So as you wrap up your turn, you see the elf that is kind of on the edge of the storm and one of the elemental areas, his eyes go wide, and silently, he's going to take his villain action, which allows him to make one ranged attack against every enemy within his sight.
Oh boy.
So first,
me.
let's remove the restrain from you, Kai.
The not restrained Kai can totally deflect missile that.
He can.
I absolutely can. If it hits.
Which one is Valge?
Yeah, this one's gonna
It
hit.
hits.
Raleigh? Oh, that's an I, not a J.
Alright, well, you still have to roll the damage for me to do this.
It won't
but-
prompt me for damage until you do the reaction.
Okay.
That's silly.
Yeah, it's something.
Oh, it still won't let you do it.
Yeah, you gotta like do the full roll.
Okay.
I know, it's annoying. Alright, so you're gonna drop this by 20 damage.
Incredible.
Jesus Christ.
Which I don't think this can even do.
It did 9.
It did 9. You catch the missile. Are you
Roll
gonna
it
throw it
back,
back
roll it
for a
back.
key?
I don't think it's
It
worth the
would
case.
be at disadvantage because I am within 5 feet of an enemy.
It's not worth the case.
I want
He
to
melee
make an
it.
attack with the.
You're giving up a stun for
I
that.
do not have to send it back. It can be at anybody.
It can be at anybody, but would you like
You
to?
were-
It's still a
Still,
ranged
it's gonna be a
attack.
It's gonna be a disadvantage no matter what.
Yeah, but it'd be funny if you killed her with this.
Not gonna consume resource because it prompts me for the attack roll before I do the other formula.
Wow.
So, targeting. No, I don't want to target you. Okay, this is targeting someone else. I don't know how to do this. Does a 14 hit the first person?
Kai, she has an AC of 14.
Yes! And it's a monk weapon, so I am just going to... God, this really, there is no good way to roll any of this.
I'm so
No.
sorry.
If you need to, just brute force it.
Just roll the damage, like manually roll
Okay,
the
just
damage.
Brute force it.
Eight.
So Volley knocks an arrow, shoots it at you. You grab it out of the air, turn, and then just stick it through the neck, in one side, out the other of the wood nymph next to you. Blood
Nice.
spurts out. She falls to her knees and then collapses dead.
Incredible. Damn, Pat, those are some good rolls.
That was incredibly clutch.
That might be the most cinematic kill you've ever gotten.
That is the
I
best
think so.
monk thing I've seen in a long time.
So how's that guy doing knowing he just got his friend killed?
Technically, he makes all of these attacks simultaneously, so I'll let you know after he does the rest of them.
Roll for depression, please.
Yeah, I imagine he's not even looking. He looks like up to shoot a volley at
Can
everyone.
Volley
Yeah,
be an
that's
enemy of themselves now and shoot themselves?
You will see what happens after he makes the attack against all of you. Tavro, he misses you.
Good. Based.
Fox, you are still restrained, so this is going to be a 23 to hit.
Do I have cover from the big cow between us?
You do not. And unfortunately, that is enough to down you as the arrow pierces through your petrified flesh and you feel consciousness slipping away. Gideon?
Oh no.
Will a 19 hit? So you will take half damage from this.
Really? Half damage? I thought,
Uncanny dodge makes you take half damage from whatever the damage source is.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the evasion.
Yeah, that's for dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
And the final attack is against Escher.
Oh, he can. Oh, he's using like a longbow.
Yeah, this is a longbow.
Yeah, bitch. I have like 14 AC. Nerd.
And then, as he like leaves this trance of sending off a bunch of shots all at once, he like looks back around to survey his success and just sees one of his arrows in and out the neck of his leader. And you see as this like wash of anguish just goes over his face, and he focuses completely on you, Kai. That will bring us to Tavro, but at the same time, we're remote today, so we can go later, but also this is the time we usually end. You did just kill the leader. It could be a good place to stop if you want, or we can try to finish this combat.
Want to finish the round at least?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
we
finish
can
the
finish
round and then see how
Just give
people
me-
feel.
At least give him my thwack thwack.
All right, Tavro, let's
It's
see
all
that
I
thwack
have.
thwack.
All right. It's this lady and this guy who have me at disadvantage, right?
Correct. So no matter what, your attacks are at disadvantage.
Well, see, I got this handy little ability.
If you reckless attack, it'll be a normal
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
So I will do that. I would try to polish off. I would try to polish off the tree, but unfortunately, my spear right now does lightning damage.
I will say
Also-
that the
Yeah.
tree is still looking like the outer layer was torn off, but it is still looking fairly strong.
Yeah,
Got
I think you go for her. She's gonna be the weakest. If you can reach her.
Bonus
Oh,
action, heal, Fox.
can you do that while raging?
He can
Yes,
because of
but
his
not
worm heart.
concentration.
Okay.
He can cast non-concentration spells while raging.
Okay, I thought it was a stipulation of rage that you couldn't cast spells.
He has an item that specifically allows him to do it.
Ah, alright.
Yes.
Cool.
That's the only reason I became a cleric. Well, I'm gonna fucking murder. Advantage. Oh, no, sorry. Just take the first roll. That would be the 3.
First
which
was
would
the
be
3.
A 12
Yep.
to hit, so I don't think it actually hits.
A 12 is not going to hit.
I think I had to roll this just to put the damage back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal her back up.
Normal.
There you
That
go.
will-
That's gonna hit.
This time it doesn't. Oh, you might have something on your own.
Yeah, you know what? She does have a reaction she could take, but she's not going to because it wouldn't make much sense for her to. So this one, you're able to just jab into her, and she shouts in pain.
Yep.
All right,
That's it.
that brings us to this guy. And he is going to... He holds up a hand, and you see that he has this like gauntlet with a gemstone embedded in it, and he sends out a burst of flames in a cone.
Can I see if that's one of the gemstones we need, or was that still in the firewall?
As far as you can tell, none of
That's
the
just
elemental
isn't that just a
gemstones
spell?
have been taken.
Okay.
It's not prompting me for a reaction, but I'm gonna use one. Well, I guess I'll do the saving throw first.
Yeah, just do it, and then we can apply any reactions.
It didn't. Okay. There we go.
Damn, we all failed.
Well, I don't know why it didn't prompt me for this, but I'm absorbing a piece of some of that magic.
All right, so
So
you
I
have
resistance
resistance
to
to the fire of it, but not the force damage.
Oh, there was force in there?
It's half fire, half force.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Does that
well,
change what you
fuck.
would like to do? So this would take away 17 half 9 damage.
No, I mean, I'll get the 9 health. I'll get like 9 health back, so I'll
right.
do it anyway.
Yeah, so and it also gives you so I'll give you +9 and
Oh, I just did.
I will subtract 9.
Yeah.
And you also have the boosted absorb elements for your next attack.
Yeah, but not like I'm gonna use that.
But yeah, so he sends out this burst of flame from his glove before shouting, "No, Anthracia!" And then Sylphie's.
This is a factual statement.
Is it start of her turn?
It is the start of her turn, yes.
Can you give me a con saving throw for?
Is she within 10 feet of you?
Yes.
It says 15.
Is she? Oh, motherfucker! God damn it.
So
Yeah.
no, I won't give you a con save.
I don't know what. I literally put this on her before, and it said 10. Oh, motherfuck. Maybe I started from the. I might have started from the square below me.
Yeah, it happens. All right. This time, you see as she kind of like opens up her hands, and they form into these like thorny, barbed wooden claws that she is going to use to start slashing away at you, Gideon.
Oh boy. Oh.
A 25 for the first.
Oh. How does a
Hey.
claw do psychic damage?
We'll go into it in a second. Missing with the second one. And
That
hitting
hit?
with...
Oh.
Wait, you only have a 15 AC?
It's not
Yeah,
big.
you have studded leather armor and a +2 to dex. That's 14. That's correct. But yeah, so she slashes at you 3 times, connecting twice with these like thorny claws. And as they connect with you, they leave these like thorns that immediately blister in your body. And where they land, it's like sending up shocks of pain through your body, almost as if they're attaching onto the nerves and sending a venom directly to your brain.
Oh, fun.
That's why it does psychic damage.
I see.
And then she is going to disengage as a bonus action. And she's actually going to run 30 feet, ending up in the water area just on the edge of it. And I don't think there's anything outward that you can see happen on her in the water. All right,
Laura, zap her while she's in the water.
Gideon, what would you like to do?
Oh yeah.
I'm dead.
Well, considering I still have 2 enemies next to me, I will try and hit this guy.
Staboing one of them is a pretty good option.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Unfortunately-
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, an 18 is not quite enough to stab the heavily
God
armored and
damn.
shielded paladin.
My rolls have been ass this evening.
That's not even a bad roll.
Yeah.
You're just trying to hit a paladin.
No.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
been bad. It's just
Yeah.
you're
Probably get 20
attacking the
AC.
thing with an absurd AC.
I believe there was a Deadliest Warrior episode about this. It's like ninja versus knight. The knight won because none of the ninja's weapons could get
No.
through.
No, the ninja wins.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that was cited as one of the reasons that show's absolute bullshit.
That was the second episode.
All right,
Anyway,
that is the end of the round. Would we like to call it here?
I'll do whatever.
probably.
Wait, I have a bonus action.
Oh, sorry. What would you like
Oh.
to use as your bonus action? Are you going to disengage and run?
No, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Katie, do you have spells?
Do I? Oh yeah,
She
do I have
also
the
has
ability to
wild
level up?
shape.
You do have a bonus action spell.
Oh, I
Maybe.
do have healing word.
You
yeah.
you
I'll
could
heal
healing
him.
word to bring Fox back up if you would like.
Isn't he already up?
Healing word?
Avro already used it, didn't he?
And
No,
then
no,
a
I-
cone
I
of
didn't
flame
count.
and force
I did, but
brought
then he
him back
died.
to unconsciousness.
There you go. Yeah, that's
That saved me from having failures.
gotcha.
I don't know
If you
why.
healing word me, I'll healing word you. Finger guns. Pew pew pew.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
why.
the-
I didn't think I had that one. Even
Next
though I was
person to
healing
go.
guy.
All right.
Now I can stop being double prone.
With that, I think it's a good place to call the session, and we will start back up next session with Volley being real depressed that he accidentally killed his leader.
You know, they could just stop fighting us.
That's bloody